So Anthony made out with Ijoma, and at this point he found out that she was still a virgin. So he disvirgined her, and his narrative and how he feels about Ijoma drastically changed. Please do watch the first episode so you find out how we got it. This one is the second one, okay? Thank you so much for clicking on my video. So he went to the kitchen and was like, Ijoma, how are you doing? And he's still shocked to find out that she hasn't done that before. On the other hand, Sophie, being the ex-girlfriend, was still battling with the fiancé Martins. They were still trying to talk about the fact that there was no money issues, give me money or we'll cancel this wedding. She's requested for 5 million naira just for personal shopping while she's not working. So Martins do have issues with the fact that he has every other expenses to do and the wedding is just in 2 months. So on the other hand, gradually Anthony has beginning to feel something for Ijoma, even though he just feels that Ijoma is a local champion and doesn't meet up with the standard. But then he still has a thing for Sophie. We all know that everything he was doing was just to pepper Sophie so that Sophie will feel jealous and all that, okay? So on this day, Ijoma was just there. Before you know it, a bell rang, and that was Sophie. So that was Anthony's birthday. Sophie decided to come by to surprise him on his birthday. She brought a lot of gifts and all that. So of course Anthony still feels something for her. So Anthony welcomed her in the room and accepted the gift. Before you know it, they started talking. She started apologizing to Anthony for cheating countless times on him and promised to be a better version of herself. So Sophie overheard them in a conversation. Anthony also confessed that true, say he still love him, even though he tried to move on. That this particular girl, Sophie, Ijoma, is not like that. Generally, he does not really like Ijoma. Ijoma is not his class. Before you know it, they got intimate and they did the do. Ijoma overheard everything. Being the fact that Anthony has already disvirgined her, this broke her. So she was on her own. She was talking about the fact that had it been she knew, she wouldn't have allowed this guy to touch her. That is more like the guy used her and now it's time to dump her. So she was sad. And of course, Anthony and Sophie had great time and he saw her off the house. So because you guys know that Sophie is already planning for wedding, which she did not tell Anthony. Anthony is not aware. Okay. So Anthony went Anthony went to Ijoma to try to talk to her, let them have a conversation, what happened and all that. But Ijoma declined and told him that she overheard everything and she knew what they did. So being the fact that Sophie has already made out, Sophie kept calling Anthony even while she's in her fiance's house and then lied to her fiance that she'll be traveling to see her mom, but the man didn't know that she moved in with Anthony at this point. So on getting to the house, she knocked and Ijoma of course was heartbroken. So she told Ijoma, please maid, house help, pack this bag up to the room. Ijoma was sad about that and wanted to fight with her. But then Anthony was like, please Ijoma, go away, step outside, this is my woman, and took the girl in the room. The next morning, they started fighting again in the kitchen because Sophie wanted to go and take food that Ijoma prepared. Ijoma was like, I'm not your chef, I'm not your housemaid, go and cook the food yourself, that this food is for my husband. Ijoma still calls him my husband regardless. That's what I said in the beginning of this video. Make sure you know your words. When you know your words, people will never humiliate or look down on you. But still, Ijoma was heartbroken because it's obvious that this particular girl is enjoying the bedroom with the guy that has already taken her virginity. So she wasn't really having it. She was moody and she kept thinking of how to go back to her old village life. Okay, so on this fateful day, she came and told Anthony that she's already tired. Even Anthony's mom visited and she told, because it was Anthony's mom that brought her from the village. That's what's her name? It's Anthony's mommy that brought Ijoma from the village. So she told Anthony's mom that she's done, she wants to go, but the lady begged her. And then when she now narrated everything and how the son has been treating her, the mom was like, okay, it's okay, we have to go right now. On the other hand, Ijoma went and told Sophie went and told Martins that the wedding should be postponed because she's not ready mentally, physically, and otherwise. So on the day Ijoma and Mama Anthony planned to leave, they packed all their bags and they wanted to leave. So Anthony, being the fact that he's been feeling guilty, how can I take this girl's virginity and all of a sudden I want to just leave her? When they came down, they noticed that Ijoma was feeling sick, and before you know it, Ijoma started throwing up. This is to show that Ijoma is already pregnant for Anthony at that point. So meanwhile, Ijeoma's meanwhile, Mama Anthony does not really like Sophie at all because of her wayward life. Generally, Sophie has been cheating, and the son tells her every time, in each time. So while they were still trying to run their hands around the father, Ijeoma was pregnant. Boom! A knock on the door, and it was Martins. Martins came to visit Sophie in Anthony's house because he got information that Sophie is there. So immediately Martins got there, Martins ended the marriage and told her that your bag is already outside, that he is done, that this is more like 10 times of her cheating on him. So that means this girl is a cheat. So Anthony, of course, definitely will apologize because this girl is pregnant and you are the one that is virgin house. It's not like she came with pregnancy. So Anthony begged, and behold, she was forgiven with the help of the mom. Ijeoma took him back. On the other hand, Sophie went back to the house and noticed that Martins has already brought out everything, and even the mom called her and told her that Martins called and told them that the marriage has been called off. So that was it for this video. Let me know the highlights of this video for you. Please ignore my voice again. I just woke up. Thank you guys so much for your massive love and support. I don't take your love for granted. In the meantime, smash that subscribe button to be part of this great community, and I will see you all in my next one. Be happy and be kind. Bye.